What's up, y'all? I'm just doing this because I don't think 140 characters on Twitter or an Instagram post could give out, what I'm saying. And first thing I have to say is my opinion means absolutely shit. And I'm okay with that. And there's a lot of people that are within the sneaker community and culture feel that their opinions mean something. And I fucking disagree. And I think people need to stop taking themselves so fucking seriously. I just have to get that out the way. I think people need to chill the fuck out. Second thing is that the whole Corgi shoe response, what he said today to John, whatever his fucking name is, was correct. 100%. There's a lot of people out there defensive about that because it applies to them. It applies to me in certain ways because, I'm taking part in the culture in the way that it is right now. Or if you want to call it culture, whatever the fuck. There's people that don't like to call it culture, but fuck it. It is what it is. Today was the first time I heard an older head, no disrespect by saying that, but Corgi is an older head because he's talking about a generation of sneaker shit that, a lot of us younger dudes didn't know about. And it's the first time I actually heard somebody speak on it without them basically telling us we're pieces of shit for the way that we are right now. All he did was outline how it used to be versus what it is now. And not in a fucking fuck you and your cancer and all this other shit. He did it in a way where it could actually translate well to younger heads. And a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people are bothered by what he said. Granted, people are defensive when things pertain to them and it hurts their feelings. And that's a whole nother situation where I think 90% of the sneaker culture is sensitive as fuck, but I'm not going to go on that. All I'm going to say is this. I wish a lot of the older heads that are out right now, and, if you're out there listening, don't take offense to this shit, but I'm just going to say it like I'm going to say it. Stop being old and bitter. No one gives a fuck about the past and how great it used to be if all you're going to do is throw it in our face and tell us we're shit for it. It's the wackest way of trying to teach the younger generation. It's the wackest way of trying to get your point across. All you're doing is just making people ignore you. All you're doing is just sounding like a fucking parental figure that isn't even a parent to us. If you father the culture, if you birth the culture, then you're probably the worst parents of a culture ever then. Because we are the second or, third generation of this culture, if you want to call it that. If you're supposed to pass down all this knowledge, don't throw it in their face like a dick. Don't do that. A lot of these younger cats are trying to figure out, what to do with this. How big this is as a culture. Because right now, I'll say it like this. If this culture wasn't as big as it was, there wouldn't have been a picture to set Corgi off in the first place. And what I mean by that is the original thing this all stems from is a picture from a lady named Sneaker Mom. She's cool as fuck. She's always been nice to people. You could ask a lot of reputable people that met her at sneaker shows that she's been nothing but nice and hospitable to people. But you know how it works. When people throw up a picture, they make their own assumptions of what's going on. See, Sneaker Mom, her whole family's involved in this sneaker shit. A whole family. You know how dope that would have been if I was young and my whole family was down with the sneaker shit, and my mom would have known what the Nerf KDs are, and she copped them for me. Or if my mom knew what Krugers were, and my pops knew what Krugers were, and he was rocking them. Or my pops knew what Uncles were, and he was rocking them. You know how dope that would have been? There's a family out there that is in that. There's people that exist like that, and that's not corny. That's a beautiful fucking thing. But this little rant isn't about them. It's about us and what we could do with it. I consider myself slowly becoming an older head. You know what I mean? Because I saw shit kind of form into what it is. But as, the cats that are older heads to me and myself and the younger cats, we are at the beginning of something dope. I mean, fuck, we have the sit down that's on Power 105 now. We have full on podcasts. We have full on sneaker conventions, big ones at that. We even have some asshole Forbes analysis dude named Matt SOS that's out there doing analytical numbers over sneaker releases. If someone would have told one of the older heads that put me on in like 98, 99, 2000, 2001 that this would have been like this and this big, he would have told you to get the fuck up out of here. No one could ever have imagined it would have been like this. But at the other end, without social media, and as much as people dislike it, it wouldn't have been as big as it is now. So instead of sitting here trying to find who to blame and who's the issue and whose fault this is, how about we embrace certain things? How about we do that? Is it so hard to maybe say that you're wrong? Maybe it's hard for change. I understand it's against human nature. People don't like change, but fuck. But I don't know, man. It's a little rant. I'm just bullshitting. If I offended anybody, fuck it. It's all I'm trying to say is just take a step back, man. Shit ain't about you. Never was. But that's about it. Y'all be cool, man. Be easy.